If you're flying your drone in winter conditions, you should always follow these tips.
Okay, everybody, positions. Roll sound. Roll camera. Action.
Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're gonna talk about...
It is a beautiful day, really, right now. And I've decided to come out and do some drone shots with nothing specific in mind, just I want to take advantage of the situation because we really don't get these types of conditions, many days of the year, meaning that, that you have like fresh snow on top of trees. So I have a few tips for you guys if you ever fly your drone in winter conditions. These are all based on my personal experience, and if you want to keep your drone, you should take this into consideration. Okay, so drone winter flying tip number 1. You should always, and that's the most important thing, if you don't do anything else, do this. You should always, when you fly at 0 or below 0, you should take your gear, put it outside, and wait for at least 15 minutes before you turn it on. If you do it sooner, what can happen is that due to the difference, for example, of your car or your house and the temperature outside, the gear can malfunction. There can be some congestion of moisture within the battery, and then you can have like a short circuit and your gear can drop that from the sky. Speaking from personal experience, it happened to me. A few drones ago, I think it was DJI Phantom 2. I took it out of my car and I launched it right away, and I did like 2 drops at about 4 meters, and on the second rise it just unplugged. It just fell out of the sky completely dead. You don't want that to happen because drones are really not that cheap. Even though they're getting cheaper, they're still not cheap. Bye, Felix. I call them Felix. I call them all Felix, which is kind of ironic because I think it means lucky or luck or something, and a lot of my drones have crashed, so I should choose a different name, I think. Tip number 2: always land sooner than when flying in warm conditions, meaning that when it's cold, you really need to save some extra battery life just in case something goes wrong or if you fly far away. So if you normally, fly back with 30% or with, God forbid, 10%, you should really be safe and land with 50-40% at least, just to make sure that you can make it back if something goes wrong, so your drone doesn't, drop from the sky. And last tip number 3, and you should do this one regardless of the seasons, whenever you're flying, just look around you, make sure you set the height return, just in case something happens and if you lose the signal with your drone, make sure that there's not an obstacle, and for example you set 10 meters of height for the return altitude, and then there's a tree here with 30 meters of altitude and your drone will fly right into that tree. Just make sure to add some extra meters. Go 30-40, which is normally something that's good enough, and let it hover and come back down safely. I was checking settings on the camera and I was pressing left and I didn't even saw how far it went. Almost crashed. I'm trying to end this video, but I can't because there's like a church bell ringing there all the time and it's super loud, so I don't know how much of it you can hear. But anyway, this is it for me. Thanks for watching. Also make sure to like and subscribe to warm me up inside because it's freezing out here. Let me know if you found this tip useful, and I will see you in the next one. Ciao. Ciao guys. Little by little